Well, here we are in the garage. Today, I'm going to do a startup video of my dad's 87 300 SDL. Currently doesn't have a battery in it. I'll explain that momentarily. But, yeah, there it is right there. I'm going to go ahead and get it started. So, this is the beast. So some of the issues that we've experienced, more or less electrical, but this is where it stands right now. Give you a quick interior shot here. We first got it, it was in great shape. In fact, the interior is mostly new, but as you can see right there, focus in on that in a moment, electrical fire, which some of these wiring harnesses are prone to, so if you are a 126 owner, be careful, that's all I gotta say. What ended up happening was, you'll see those metal clamps right there. Over the years, the clamps wore through the insulation and eventually found their way to a hot leg, which consequently melted the other wires and started an electrical fire. So here's where we stand now. And what we're going to do today is undo the hood so that we can start it up. Make sure we're running it every once in a while. It's a brand new engine in there. The number 22 head. Head that was on there was warped, and didn't find that out until later, but we ended up pulling it off, replacing it. Brand new radiator, AC compressor, fan clutch, lots of new stuff. So this is officially in project car status. As we do more and more to it, we will keep you in the loop, but for now, I'm going to show you what we do to start it up and make sure we keep the engine running. This here is a power pack. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to hook up the positive and negative leads to their respective battery terminals. From there, then we're going to use a special manual starter switch that that was installed by my independent mechanic. Then from there, we're going to fire it up and just let it run for about 5-10 minutes. So give me 1 second here. Okay, the next step, I'm gonna get the positive lead connected up to the positive terminal. There we are. And of course, now to the negative terminal, which is right there. Okay. Now either way, there's no power connected up to this yet. There's no 12 volts running to these terminals, so not to worry there. That's clamped in securely. Now, here's this next part right here. I don't know if you can see this. This is the manual glow plug override that was installed by my mechanic, so that once we do have 12 volts running to it, we flip this on to run the glow plugs, and then through the use of this makeshift starter switch right here, we'll power the car on. Make sure it's not touching any metal, of course. There we go. So now, flip this thing on. Alright, so we got 12 volts in. Glow plugs are pretty hot by now, so we power that off. And then go over here. Now that that's running, That's powered off. Now we'll disconnect the terminals. It normally does run faster. Usually runs a little bit faster, about this speed. But that's because the exhaust gas recirculation is not connected. It's running on pure, it's only mechanical right now. Nothing electric is hooked up except for what you've just seen. So usually idle a bit lower. There's no gauges in here currently. So if we need to move it, what we do, we take the key, you just pop it in, just turn to the on position, and then you can put the transmission into gear and move it. But other than that, yeah. Got a little bit of a project ahead of us, as you can see, but hope to keep you updated on what we're doing as it comes along. We'll pop the trunk open so you can see everything else that's in the trunk as well. Grab the key here. Oh, right. Forgot everything else is disconnected. These doors are just so long and wide, it's insane. Anyway, there's the dash, resting nicely. And the instrument cluster is in there as well. And that's that. Yeah, pop the trunk here. And there's everything else. Pretty much the entire front interior of the car is in the trunk. The mechanic was kind enough to put it into bags and label everything. But needless to say, all the carpeting, everything is in here. Got a little ways to go. It is indeed a 300 SDO. It is an 87. Well, as it comes, we will be sure to keep you updated on the project status and let you know how it's going. Thanks for watching.